This is why I do iced coffee. How cute is this mug? This is not a coffee channel. This is a beauty channel. So today, it's not a Target bag, but we're gonna do some empties. And these are the most popular videos on my channel. So clearly y'all are loving it. I didn't know how like a traditional empties video was going to be received, but I'm really glad. So this is a like beefy empties video. I have so much stuff, so I'm gonna really try to like pop through, and I feel like I'm just gonna do like random grabs. So yeah, some of these you'll recognize. There's like definitely some patterns in my empties. But yeah, let me know if you know, what have you been using up? How have you been? Let me know in the comments. So the first one is my Undeniable Beauty vitamin. I take 2 of these every day. I've grown my hair from like a traditional like preppy men's cut to this long. This is no extensions, nothing, in like 2.5 years, 2 years. And I highlight my hair probably like 3 to 4 times a year. So clearly they do something. Next, I have a Bath and Body Works shower gel in the scent Perfect Peony. This smelled really nice. I love peonies. I love the like peony scent. Not my favorite, not like the worst one that I've used from Bath and Body Works. Shout out to Sweet Whiskey. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was fine. I'm working through my like stash of Bath and Body Works shower gels. If you've seen previous videos, you know that I like weirdly acquired like 8 of them. So I'm working through them. So you'll see these pretty regularly. But yeah, this was great. I used it. My boyfriend uses it. No complaints here. Keeping with like the Bath and Body Works theme, this is the White Barn Violet and Freesia hand soap. This smelled amazing. We're a Mrs. Meyer's house typically, but every once in a while, man, I just gotta treat myself. And I love Violet everything. I actually just ordered the Boy Smells Violet Ends fragrance. I bought the like mini like trial size, and that one just really called to me. So yeah, Violet Freesia was a delight. I kept it in my kitchen. I have this body scrub by Xander Beauty, and I'm actually super excited to talk about this. The scrub itself was fine. I enjoyed it. I will say I used it pretty quickly. It's definitely not the most like long-lasting product, but if you're somebody that only uses a scrub like once a week, or you know doesn't use a scrub a lot, like if you buy a scrub and it lives in your shower for a while, this is a great option. The scent was Japanese kumquat, so very fruity, very bright, great for in the morning. But Xander Beauty is amazing. So Buffalo Beauty Boy, hello, I am from the beautiful northern city of Buffalo. And Xandra is a local beauty company, and it was founded when she was like 10 or 11. She was super young, and she's like 19 now. So again, still super young, woman of color. She's absolutely incredible in her videos. I believe she has a YouTube channel. In her videos on her social media, she's really cool. So if you are remotely interested, check out Xandra Beauty. She does like beautiful body care and whatnot, and I just love to see Buffalo gals thriving, and the fact that she's so young and doing such good work is just really cool to me. So I'm very happy to support Xandra Beauty on this channel. You can hear all the clanking. Next, I have a shampoo and conditioner by Odell. As a professional hairdresser, I have access to really beautiful high-end products, and I typically use them. However, every like 2 or 3 times that I go through like one of my shampoos or conditioners that I use like at my salon or from my supply store, I try to do something that is like more affordable, drugstore, something that like people are talking about in like the Instagram, YouTube, like real world versus just as a beauty professional using what I have access to. Because a lot of my clients will ask me, you know, what can I get at the drugstore? What is more affordable? So I try to use them periodically. And I actually found out about Odell from Chris Pond, Tofcam on Instagram. They are incredible. They have this like beautiful, gorgeous, long hair. And they have like definitely some texture, like probably not as much as myself, but we have similar hair like ideas, if that makes sense. And they really recommended this. So I picked up the smoothing line. I will say the product went pretty quickly. Like you have to use a lot of it, but it's also a 13-ounce bottle, which is incredible. And the scent was very like universally pleasing. It wasn't what I would consider like my absolute favorite. But what's cool about Odell was that it was founded by beauty, like people that work in the beauty industry, and they went to their scientists, formulators, whomever, and told them like what they wanted. And the premise was a product, like, or shampoos and conditioners arranged that like you, your partner, your kids, like the whole family can use. So you don't have to have a ton of stuff, and then also keeping it affordable. But when they were formulating, they didn't tell them what the price range was. So these do feel really high end. I prefer a formula with maybe a little bit more lather, but the conditioner on the shampoo, but the conditioner was incredible. I would use the conditioner, leave it in for a good like 2-3 minutes, and my hair detangled so beautifully. So Odell is great. They have a curly line, a volumizing line, and then this is their smoothing line, and then a couple leave-in products. So if you're looking for something affordable, Odell is at Target. And the packaging is beautiful. Like I love having that in my shower. This is a deep conditioner, and this is the fragrance-free Kristens Deep Treatment. Again, I try to use you know, some drugstore stuff every now and again. And Kristens is honestly my go-to. If I have anybody who asks me for a drugstore recommendation, I talk about Kristens. Kristens is a celebrity hair colorist who has a line of products available at Target. Her products tend to be very heavily fragranced, but to combat that, she came out with the fragrance-free line, and this was the deep conditioner. I really enjoyed it. Because it's fragrance-free, it was, my opinion is strictly performance-based, and it detangled, it smoothed, it did everything. Hey, Sophia is going nuts. But it did everything that I could ask a deep conditioner to, maybe not in the like the sexiest package. You know, I think when you pop this next to something like Amika, The Cure, or what else am I using right now? Yeah, like Amika, The Cure, or like a Gizu, and they just smell so beautiful. The packaging is so robust. You know, this one kind of falls to the wayside, but I love that this comes with a pump mechanism. So really easy to use, and performance-wise, it was great. So if you are on a budget, if you're looking for a great hair conditioner, or if you're somebody that is particularly sensitive to fragrance, my girl Kristens, love her. So I guess we'll stick with hair care. This is the Daveness Oi all-in-one milk. Probably my favorite scent of a hair product. I used their hand cream. They have a like body wash. I haven't tried the body wash, but I've been through maybe 4 of these. And it's a beautiful detangler. When I need my hair to look really good, if I'm gonna be traveling, I'll take this because I can wear my hair curly, I can wear my hair smooth, I can heat style, I can air dry. It does a little bit of everything, and it smells So good. I wish we had smell-o-vision so that you could smell this. It's like bright but smoky. Does that even make sense? A wonderful product. I can't speak highly enough. I used up a rose water and ivy room spray from Bath and Body Works. This is very sharp and very clean and very rosy. Definitely, well, I guess not definitely because it's not super powdery, but it's more sharp. Rose always gets like a little like Nana's purse. Rose can be very abrasive. I enjoy it, especially for my bathroom. In my bathroom, we typically have a rose, like spray and candle, or I'll do like a white flower, like gardenia, something like that. Cause I think that's just a wonderful like scent to have in a bathroom. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just get these out of the way. So I feel like you can tell the state of my mental health with my Empties videos based on how many Dr. Teal's bath salts I've used up in a month. Yeah, so I have 3. And I will say one of these was like mostly used up at the beginning of the month. So we'll just run down Dr. Teal's Cannabis Sativa. This is Essence of Buffalo Beauty Boy. So good. We love her. Again, with like the rose bathroom moment, the rose one, Calm Serenity. This is not vegan. It does have milk protein, so just a heads up if you are somebody that cares about vegan products or uses vegan products. Dr. Teal's is cruelty-free, so that's why I feel comfortable using it. And then and then the last one is the Dr. Teal's Soothe and Sleep lavender one. I'm facing a window, so it's gonna glare. But I bought this, if you maybe paid attention, I don't know if I've really talked in depth about it, but lavender and I have a very tumultuous relationship. I love it for what it is, but the actual like scent of it is not my favorite. But I loved the melatonin Dr. Teal's bubble bath, and it's like a lavender melatonin moment. I thought that this would be similar, and it is a very different lavender. Specifically, when I was talking about the melatonin one, I said that it doesn't smell like a drugs or like a dollar store lavender room spray. Like if you grew up in the 2000s and were like I was a kid that was always really into like crystals and spells and like, I don't know, if you were a kid like that, you absolutely had a like Dollar General lavender spray that you like sprayed around your room. Yeah. I don't love that smell, but I do like actual like proper lavender. And the other one smells like a high-end lavender. This one gets a little like medical lavender I don't love. So, but I used it in conjunction with a body wash or bubble bath to temper the fragrance a little. I have a couple minis. We'll talk about those. I've got this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I got about 2 uses out of this. It's nice. I enjoyed it. I can't stomach paying $100 for a face cream. It's just not my vibe, not my ethos. But it was wonderful. An absolutely beautiful product. The next one is the Audacity, CA and C sensitive skin, like serum drops. I got these last year when I was in Toronto. I went to the detox market and they hooked me up with a bunch of samples of it. So I saved that just to remind myself to talk about the fact that I used it up. It was great, but I'm using like sensitive skin serum. Hey, psst, psst. Can you hear her? Hey. I'm using a sensitive skin serum from Stark Skincare, and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to be doing probably an Instagram post about Stark and the products that are wonderful. But I do try to incorporate a calming serum a couple times a week because I use retinols, acids, you know, I use all of it. So I'm trying to incorporate those. Hey, psst. I have my Lippy out and she is obsessed with pens and things like such as, so she just wants me to throw it. The next mini that I have is the Tatcha water cream. I've gotten these a bunch of times from Sephora. I like it. I feel like it moisturizes. I wouldn't pay the full price for the full size, but that's just the water cream. I've heard amazing things about I think the dewy skin cream. I used it up I like it in the morning. I feel like it's like light enough that I can use it in the morning, but yeah, used it up. It was fine. If you love Tatcha, I'm super happy for you. I've never used a Tatcha product and been like blown away, wowed by it. I had this mini of the Drunk Elephant conditioner, the Drunk Elephant Marula conditioner. And this was, granted it's a mini, so I feel like I can't really like talk about it in depth, but the actual product itself was like fine. Like I was like, it doesn't really smell like a whole lot. It doesn't really do a whole lot. It definitely detangled and moisturized my hair, but I feel like a conditioner at this price point should do that. This was sent to me, or I might have gotten it at a Sephora. Like it might have been like a Sephora perk or something like that, but it's fine. I don't love Drunk Elephant, so that's that on that. Two little fragrance jammers. Lancome Odell was really, really nice. This smelled beautiful. I talked a little bit about that like modern white flower scent, where it's like a sophisticated floral that's not super heady. And I feel like a lot of fragrances that are coming out that are geared towards like, I feel like it's always like in the commercials, like there's like Zendaya and like Dua Lipa and like just like young millennial Gen Z like hot babes like doing stuff in fragrance commercials. All of the fragrances kind of smell the same to me. Voci Viva by Valentino, which I own like a jumbo like rollerball of. But they all kind of smell the same, and of that like iteration, Lancome Odell was probably my favorite. Very easy to wear, non-offensive, but still like vibrant and young. Like especially with Lancome, I think their fragrances tend to read as a little bit more mature, and this is their direct answer to that. Another one that I have is Armani Stronger With You. This is just a men's cologne. Like, I don't feel bad about it or good about it. I used it, gosh, when did I would use it like in the morning. Like I would heavy spray because like men's cologne on me just gets eaten. Like it just doesn't super last. Or if it's a super clean fragrance, it turns into Windex. My like daytime fragrance for like year round is Replica by the Fireplace. So that tells you what my preferences and like body chemistry are. So a traditional like lighter men's cologne eau de toilette is just not for me. But I would use this like in the morning if I was like, oh, I have to like drop off rent or like get groceries and then I'm gonna come home and like take a shower. I would just like quick spray this and then I don't know. It is what it is. In keeping with the daveness, this is their hand cream, the OI hand cream. This took absolutely forever to use up. It was in my bag for a really long time. Again, it smells the exact same, that like sparkly, smoky smell. Sparkly, smoky smell. Say that 10 times fast. But this was really nice. Hand creams, I've been using a lot. I had like 2 cracks on my thumb from the weather and, you know, being a hairstylist at work and everything. This falls more in line with like a light, almost like whipped lotion-y consistency. Very similar to Sol de Janeiro. Their hand cream is very lightweight in my opinion. And this falls in line with that more so than something like a balm or something really like sticky and goopy. All right, what do we got? I received this from Sephora. It might have been like a point perk or 100 point or something like that. I don't think I actually paid dollars for it, but it's the SK2 facial treatment essence. I love this. I am gonna try the COSRX one, the COSRX galactomyces essence, because I already use their snail mucin essence. This is great. I use it when my skin is like, when I'm like really stripping back my routine and my skin is like sensitized or angry. But this is wonderful. It is so expensive. I cannot justify paying that much for an essence at this point in my life. However, the like fermented properties are beautiful. Just a wonderful, wonderful product. I was very happy to have it and very sad to use it up. I've been through maybe like 4 of like these sizes like in all of my adulthood, and every time that I'm using it, I notice my skin is very happy. I've tried the Misha essence, that's like the Time Revolution one, and my skin responded very well to that. It's just a little bit harder for me to find that one like on the ground. So I'm gonna try the COSRX galactomyces one and see how that works. Next is a Vanilla Co. Clean It Zero cleansing balm. I love the smell. I love the performance. It's fairly affordable. I bought this mini just to try it out, and then I actually fell in love with it and I purchased a jumbo size. So if I was like a like minimalist queen, that's the only like cleansing balm that I would use or have, or cleansing oil, anything. But the jumbo I think was like 25, 26 bucks, something like that, like very affordable for the amount that you got. So I'm very happy to use this to remove my makeup. Speaking of affordable makeup removing, the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inky List. This was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I actually used it a lot in like maybe like January, February as a morning cleanse when my skin was just really parched. This was great. I think it's like 10 bucks and you get a ton. The only thing that I'll say is there's nothing like sexy about it. You know what I mean? Like the Vanilla Co. it comes in this like beautiful little package. You scoop it. This is very like bare bones. It doesn't smell like anything. It's a workhorse. This is a workhorse product. But super great, super affordable. I can't recommend it highly enough. I used up a simple micellar water. I know that it's supposed to be for sensitive skin. It's supposed to be really like non-irritating. I actually find these ones to be kind of harsh. Bioderma does nothing to my skin but take my makeup off. Where this, I did have like a little bit of redness, like specifically on my cheeks if I used actives the day before or if I shaved. So I will buy this if I'm like in a pinch and I can't get Bioderma or something a little bit more gentle. So just, I guess if you are like a particularly sensitive skin, this I probably wouldn't recommend. But if you don't have any sensitivity, this is cheap as chips. It works great. It takes everything off that you need it to. So, but we're a Bioderma house. And by we, I mean me, because my boyfriend doesn't really use that kind of stuff. Next up, I used up the Origins Out of Trouble mask. I really like this mask. It is a traditional, like, goopy, thick, almost like chalky consistency, which, I mean, you can tell by looking at it. What I really like about it is that it has sulfur. My skin responds really well to sulfur for some reason. I remember when I was like 15 and used Proactive, I think their mask was the product that really helped my skin. Their like 3-step routine. We don't 3-step like no. But the mask was wonderful. So this is like, I would consider it a dupe. I haven't used the Proactive mask in like over a decade. But I've used this multiple times. I've had like maybe 3 of these in my like adulthood and I really enjoy it. So but it is very minty. It's got camphor. So if you are sensitive to anything like that minty like on your skin, you probably wouldn't like this. But this I've used a ton, and I use it when my skin is just really stressed out, or if I know my skin is going to be stressed out, I'll like pre-mask and like use this. So we're getting there, I promise. The Inky CoQ10 toner, I changed out the top with one from Stark Skincare because they she sent me a few products and I'm using them, but on their website she said that the mist that she sent is the spray mechanism has been like on back order or whatnot because of COVID. So I just changed out the like pump mechanism because the Inky one is beautiful. And I used up, this is the bottle is the Glossier rose water, but the actual product was the Algenist splash setting mist. Like I depotted it or decanted it because the spray mechanism went on that one, but this spray mechanism is really nice. So I'm using it, or I used it up. I enjoyed it. It was a hydrating setting mist. I feel like they're a dime a dozen. I wouldn't spend the $30 that the Algenist one is. I found it at TJ Maxx for like $12, which is $12 is like what I want to pay for a setting mist. So I was happy to use it. I will miss it. I would probably repurchase it from like a TJ Maxx. But yeah, that's what this is. My Timeless vitamin C ferulic acid treatment serum. This is my like daytime serum. I've been through maybe 4 of these, and I'm actually trying one out from Coco Kind just because I ran out. And I wanted to get something like at Target, at Ulta, like somewhere that I could just like drive there and get it. So I actually tried Coco Kind. They're just a really great company. I love supporting them. They're phenomenal. But the Timeless one is great. This is a very like true like liquid serum. You put it on and it feels like water. Very active. I do notice an enhancement in like the radiance of my skin. This is supposedly a dupe for the SkinCeuticals like C Ferulic one that's like $1,012,000. This is like $25, and then there's always coupon codes. The smell. It is very aromatic. It's like almost like a chemical meat smell. Like there's something primal, but also something clinical. So if you are particularly bothered by scent or fragrance, this is definitely one that has a lot of that, but the actual product itself is phenomenal. I will repurchase in the future. I've been through, like I said, like 3 of these. So next up, I have the Verst 0G Smoothing Eye Cream. This was fine. It had a little bit of shimmer in it, so I would try to use it. Not shimmer, but like radiance. Like there was definitely like a mica or something in it. So I would try to use this in the morning. But I typically use a lot of essences and like sprays and serums and stuff like that. And if your finger was wet, it wouldn't like pick up the product. So just, I guess, kind of like a user thing. Like I almost wish it came in like a pump. But it was nice. I want to say it's like under $20, which is great for an eye cream if you are somebody who doesn't struggle with a lot of under eye issues. This is what I would probably recommend to somebody who is like 20 and wanting to use a little something for their eyes, but not spend a lot, which I feel like is Verst's kind of whole jam. This was nice. It got the job done. It's an empty. I used it up, so clearly it didn't do anything bad. And the last 2 are oils. So we'll talk about this one first. This is the e.l.f. All the Feels Facial Oil. It says that it's hemp-derived cannabis sativa. I like CBD beauty, hemp beauty. I feel like if you look at the stuff that I use, you could think that I'm super into that based on like the Dr. Teal's cannabis sativa salts and then this. That's not what drew me to them. I am not, I'm, you know, I'm very neutral on like CBD and whatnot, like in terms of like actually incorporating into beauty. I think if it's something that helps you, awesome. If not, the products can be really nice, as demonstrated. This was like $12, a very affordable facial oil. And because of the price point, I felt like I didn't feel guilty slathering it on after an acid or something really active. I've recommended this a lot to my guy friends that were struggling with like dry beard. Because I feel like a lot of like men's beard oils and stuff like that are very heavily fragranced and very artificial. So I recommend using like a proper facial oil, but you're not going to use like a beautiful, you know, $60 facial oil and just rub it in your beard. So this is like $12 and it gets the job done. There was a couple days that like my chest and shoulders were really sensitized. I don't know if I like went a little hard with a scrub or whatever, or if it was just like dry skin from living in the tundra. And I used this like all over my chest and neck and shoulders, and it was wonderful. This was a recommendation from Gothamista. She talked about it on her channel, so I picked it up. I'm using a blue tansy oil right now that I really enjoy, but if I'm out of, or, you know, I can see myself picking this up, and I have recommended it to friends in the past. So we made it. If you made it this far, this is the last product. Thank you. This is the Way Rose Hair and Body Oil. This was divine. I've had it for a little while. I went in and out of using it. I really love body oils. So I would take this if I was like staying over anywhere or traveling, because I could use it in my hair. I could use it on my body, whatever. It smelled wonderful. Yeah, I just really loved using this up. I almost wish I bought the jumbo size when it was available. So yeah, this was great. I can't see myself really repurchasing it, only because I've been making a like multi-purpose oil out of grapeseed oil with rose and sandalwood. So it fills that like rosy body oil, I guess, like void that this was filling. And I'm making it from home, which feels really cool. But this was great, very multi-purpose. I found like on the body, it was very light, but then in my hair, it could be a little bit heavy. So yeah, if you're looking for a great multi-purpose oil, this one was absolutely beautiful. And the smell was just so pretty. It was like a not rosy rose, if that makes sense. Like it was rose scented, but not in a typical traditional way. It was very like soft and like almost like a musky rose, but not in a traditional musk way. There's something about Jen Atkin and the Way products that the scents are just, even if it's a scent that you don't like, it's not bad. Like I've used a lot of Way products, and I think Jen Atkin has talked a lot about how all of her products, she wanted them to smell really good. And she's talked about how she doesn't like a lot of traditional perfumes. I really love Jen Atkin. I can't speak highly enough of her. But she and I very clearly have different like scent profiles. So even if I don't necessarily love the scent of one of her products, it smells good. Does that make sense? And this was no exception. It just happens that I loved the scent. So the Way Rose Hair and Body Oil was definitely a good pick for me. And that's it. Whew. Probably the beefiest Empties video that I've ever made. So yeah, thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for, you know, hanging out with me and looking through my trash. I appreciate it. I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're showing yourself the same love that you show everybody else. And I hope you remember that you're made of gold. So until next time.